Tonight at 10, travel experts say this weekend could be the busiest weekend since the pandemic began. Why that has health experts concerned. And later, we all wish our moms a happy birthday, but we're hearing how one Minnesotan took this birthday shout out to another level. But first, another Duluth organization is stepping up in order to fill a void recently created by the Hills closing its doors.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Natalie Grant. Kristen is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. After the Hills Youth and Family Services closed its doors due to financial struggles, dozens of kids and teens were left without a place to go. CBS3's Quinn Gorham tells us about the organization stepping up to meet the need.
They tell us they're closing, and so I'm thinking, how do I find another treatment facility?
Summer Rain Redbrook and dozens of other kids were left wondering what to do when the Hills Youth and Family Services announced it would be closing its doors. Friday, they got their answer. Northwood Children's Services announced it would be taking over all of the Hills day treatment programs.
We began to explore the opportunity to take over those programs and expand our day treatment programs to meet the needs of those kids.
The move will allow clients from the Hills to continue getting treatment with Northwood.
We've worked out arrangements to continue to provide programs not only with staff members that the kids know and are familiar with, but also at the same sites.
Staff say they wanted to make the transition for the kids as seamless as possible. Northwood will resume the programs on July 12th, just over 2 weeks after the Hills ended its day treatment. The quick turnaround wasn't easy, but they were committed to making it happen.
And when you see 40 kids that are in dire need of mental health treatment services who one day have access to those services and one day not, it wasn't much of a decision for our board.
And for Summer Rain and the rest of the clients, that quick decision makes a world of difference.
But I'm glad that they figured something out and I can be a part of the program again.
Northwood has no plans to change anything about the program and wants the kids' experience to remain the same as what they're used to. A Minneapolis charity is paying it forward this month through a partnership with the Duluth Salvation Army. Open Your Heart to the Hungry and Homeless will donate up to $5,000 as they work to fight hunger this summer. The Duluth Salvation Army food shelf donated more than 50,000 meals last year, including nearly 4,000 in July. For every food donation to the food shelf, Open Your Heart will match it. We have donation information on our website. New details tonight on a stabbing in Gary, New Duluth's neighborhood. It happened around 2:20 yesterday afternoon in West Gary Street. Today, police identified the victim as a 37-year-old man. He was stabbed in the stomach and taken to the hospital with what police called substantial injuries. Police also arrested a 22-year-old suspect on second-degree assault charges. No word yet on what led up to the stabbing. Dave joins us now for a quick look at that forecast. Here's a nice day today, but I know it's going to get hotter this weekend.
Yeah, and it did start to step up temperature-wise today with some inland towns getting perilously close to 90. Tomorrow we should cross the threshold. It should be sunny and dry because of high pressure that's taken over the upper Midwest. And that high pressure then tonight is leading towards a clear sky. And it'll stay clear probably through tomorrow. Let's put a little proof in the pudding here and take a look down towards Hinckley, where we see that there's still just enough daylight left, even though the sun is sinking fast, to see the pictures down there. Not a huge line of traffic coming up to our region for the 4th, but tomorrow morning it's probably going to be a lot busier on the roadways, and at least the weather won't be a hassle. The heat may be, though. It might tax the cooling systems on some old beaters there trying to make the trip, like mine if I go up north to check out what's going on in Tower Sedan and in Ely as well. What's going to go on temperature-wise for tonight? Well, fairly mild, downright warm, some folks might say 65. Then tomorrow, 90 degrees. How long will that last? I'll talk about it in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. It's shaping up to be the busiest weekend for travel since the pandemic started. But with new COVID-19 infections up more than 10% in a week nationwide, and those contagious Delta variant is spreading among the unvaccinated, health experts are expressing their concerns. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand reports the latest from Washington.
From sea to shining sea, America is on the move this 4th of July weekend.
I've been in several different airports over the last week or so, and Atlanta is nuts.
Airports, including Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and Seattle, are teeming with travelers ahead of America's 245th birthday.
I've never seen it like this before, ever. Been traveling all my life.
With many COVID-19 restrictions in the rearview mirror, AAA predicts more than 47 million Americans will travel this holiday weekend. That could make it the second highest Independence Day volume on record.
We just needed to get away.
This New Jersey couple is taking the grandkids to the beach.
We've been locked up for a long time, so we're getting ready to do a lot of fun stuff.
There's pent-up demand to celebrate together in person, but as officials here in Washington prepare for a flood of visitors, they are urging those who are not vaccinated to social distance and mask up. This comes as health experts continue to sound the alarm on the more transmissible Delta COVID-19 variant, which now accounts for a quarter of new cases nationwide, according to the CDC. Dr. William Schaffner is a professor of infectious diseases at Vanderbilt University Medical Center.
At the moment, 90% plus of the patients who are coming into our hospital with COVID are either unvaccinated or only partially vaccinated.
The doctor says the majority of those patients are younger or middle-aged, and he says if you're going to gather in crowds this weekend, try to make sure the people around you are vaccinated. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
With just over a day to go, it's unlikely that the nation will meet the president's July 4th goal for at least 70% of adults having at least one vaccine dose. Minnesota is already seeing the highest rate of speeding-related deaths in any of the last 5 years. Preliminary data from the Minnesota Traffic and Safety Office shows 202 people have died on Minnesota roads so far in 2021. 75 of those deaths were contributed to speed. With the 4th of July holiday approaching, law enforcement agencies are cracking down on those who choose to speed and are urging everyone to take it slow out on the roads.
It's not about writing tickets. It's about making sure that everybody gets to the cabin or gets where they're going, and then they get to get back home safely.
So far this year, Minnesota law enforcement has issued 550 tickets for speeds of 100 miles per hour or more. Law enforcement say they're also seeing many drivers not wearing their seatbelts while out on the road. AAA is estimating 47 million Americans will hit the road for this July 4th holiday. And with that number approaching record-breaking, the demand for gas is even higher. That's a big reason why prices at the pump are going up, especially compared to what they were last year at this time. The national average in 2020 was $2.18 a gallon. Now it's $3.09 a gallon, according to Gas Buddy. But here in the Northland, Douglas County is about 3 cents above that. In St. Louis County's average is slightly lower at $2.96. The 4th of July is known for its fireworks, but the holiday may also cause fear for some of our furry friends. Many pet owners are preparing for some anxious pets this weekend. Veterinarians at the Duluth Veterinary Hospital say symptoms of anxiety in your pets may be drooling, whining, or shaking.
The biggest thing is if you know that your animal is fearful of noise, providing shelter away from that noise, so keeping them inside in the evenings as much as possible.
If you think your pet may be anxious this 4th, be sure to prepare ahead of time to learn more about what can best prevent anxiety in your pets. You can head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Early numbers are spelling a strong start to Duluth's tourism season. Here's a look at the city's tourism tax collection so far this year. That's a tax the city collects on restaurant and hotel spending. A new report out today shows Duluth has seen more than $3.5 million in tourism taxes in 2021. That's up almost 20% from last year at this point, when pandemic restrictions were still in full force. The flagship of Coast Guard Station Duluth has a new commander. Lieutenant Commander Justin Erdman was relieved of his command at the Alder today. He's retiring. Lieutenant Commander Joel Wright took over the Alder and its crew. Wright is new to Duluth, and he says he's happy to be here.
I am excited to be in Duluth. It's beautiful. Exceptional scenery, as well as the people I've met here and in Wisconsin are exceptional people. I'm proud to be here and happy to be here.
Wright has a busy first few days as the crew prepares to navigate the Alder out of Duluth. It's leaving the city after 16 years for a new home in California. Cutter Spar will be replacing the Alder next spring. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, the Proctor community recently got behind one of their own who needed a life-saving organ transplant. We're sharing his story coming up next.
Record high temp for today, 93 degrees set last year on this date. Today's date hit 84, warmer than normal, but not record level. Tomorrow could be a different story as we all approach 90 degrees for a couple of days. We'll talk about what a couple means coming up in just a bit.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
When Grandma suggested cookies, Kyle wasn't expecting the new Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookie Blizzard. Two beloved treats, soft-baked Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies and world-famous DQ soft serve, all in one treat. The good times roll when these two get together, just like G-Ma and her G-Son, making memories while mixing two favorites. With the Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookie Blizzard, only at DQ. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Hi, folks. Joe Namath here, and if you're on Medicare, this is important. You're now entitled to eliminate co-pays and get dental care, dentures, eyeglasses, prescription coverage, in-home aids, unlimited transportation, and home-delivered meals, all at no additional cost. Plus, your zip code may have coverage with the Give Back benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every month. Look, with the uncertainty of the virus and vaccines, you need to get everything you're entitled to. Here's the bottom line. Call to get significant benefits at no additional cost and see if your zip code has coverage with the Give Back benefit. Millions of people have trusted the Medicare Coverage Helpline. You can too. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-916-5591. That's 1-800-916-5591 now.
Get 25% off our low Slumberland price. Incredible deals. Huge markdowns. Plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
A Proctor family is sharing the importance of an organ donation after facing a terrifying medical situation. CBS3's Abigail Smith spoke with the family about how they fought through a medical nightmare.
For Danny and Mary Bushnell, the past 2 years have been especially difficult as Danny faced a life-threatening medical condition.
I actually slipped and fell at our house going to get coffee and tore my rotator cuff.
The following February, he was having heart problems and put back into the hospital, where they told him he needed a double lung transplant, but finding a donor could take a while.
So I ended up having to have surgery in September of that year on the rotator cuff. I ended up back in the hospital a week later, or a day later.
Come March of 2021, his oxygen levels spiked to dangerous levels. They went to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, and just 2 days later, Dan and Mary received a miracle call that they had 2 lungs ready for him.
I went back to work, and 3 hours into my shift, he called and said that they had lungs. And I was just, oh my goodness.
Along the way, the Proctor community came together to donate thousands of dollars to their beloved neighbor to help with his growing medical bills. Mary says her husband's experience is just one example of how important it is to donate organs and possibly save a life. Neurotrauma ICU nurse Renee Houle-Burns from Essentia agrees.
There's a lot of people who are waiting to be recipients of organs, and there's just not enough organs to meet the needs. And so the importance of, it's important that people know to be checking that box.
Right now, Danny is focused on recovering, and the Bushnell family thanks the Proctor community for lending a hand when they needed it most.
Bushnell's medical care is estimated to cost more than $1 million, and he says some of it isn't covered by insurance. With help from a nonprofit, they set up a fundraiser so the community can continue to help. It'll be on August 14th in Hermantown. For information on how you can donate, you can head to our website, cbs3duluth.com.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, sometimes when I pick a picture to show here on the weather, it sets off a little mini firestorm up in the Ely area here. My old classmate Dave Martela sends in a picture of Burnside Lake. And then my other high school classmate Linda Anquist sends in a picture. And to split the difference, I chose a picture from Allison Martela, Dave's daughter there. You got to go with youth before the old timers here. Bottom line is, beautiful night up on Burnside, but warm and calm, and all of that is from high pressure that'll keep the sky clear through our holiday weekend and keep the temperatures up at least through Sunday. They will start to descend, though, as early as Monday. Good news for those who don't like it that hot. Right now, it's pretty warm still. Airport in Duluth, 71 degrees this time of night, 68% for the relative humidity. Westerly winds going 6 miles per hour. Barometric pressure has slipped a little bit now at 30.03 inches of mercury. Taking a look at our temperatures, they haven't slipped too far for most towns, though we have dipped into the upper 50s in Watersmeet, still upper 60s Ironwood. And we're there as well for Ashland, 70 straight up for La Pointe. So being surrounded by the lake doesn't always help. 71 degrees is the current temp in Superior at the Bong Airport, 66 Moose Lake. Still 70s up a good chunk of the North Shore and 60s for much of the rest of Minnesota. It's going to be a warm night with lows for most towns, I think about 65, just like Hayward's at right now. The Watersmeet, of course, could be an exception. Same deal for Grand Marais there. Okay, Doppler map for the area shows the higher pressures. 2 of them, in fact, keeping the sky on the clear side tonight. Any precip happening is vaguely close to the Keweenaw Peninsula. Our part of this world, pretty dry. And again, should stay that way through Saturday, thanks to higher pressure to the east, a little bit to the west. The 2 of them make it dry and warm around here. And it'll stay that way through the daylight hours on Sunday. But Sunday night, things could change up just a little bit here. Low pressure system finally gets closer to our region. It'll stay warm, but around fireworks time Sunday night, thunderstorm chances will breeze in. 50-50 shot there through early Monday morning. We do need the rain, and if you don't like the heat, well, the backside of this low will draw down Canadian air, and we cool into the 80s by Monday and then drop back into the 70s come Tuesday. So this 90 business for Saturday, Sunday won't be here forever. Tonight, Minnesota low temperatures will be in the lower 60s. Partly cloudy sky. Wisconsin, Michigan low temps, lower 60s with a partly cloudy sky too. And then for tomorrow, well, Wisconsin, Michigan numbers, low 90s for the highs, mostly sunny sky. Taking a look at Minnesota, mostly sunny there as well. 80s by the lake, 90s inland. Now with the extended forecast, Saturday, Sunday, hot and near 90. Then finally cooler Monday, Tuesday, all the way through next Friday. From the 80s Monday to the 70s, especially Wednesday and Thursday. And the rain chance, if it comes Sunday night, could last through a portion of Monday and maybe slide a few sprinkles into Tuesday. Natalie.
Looks like a nice weekend there, Dave. Thanks. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3. Yesterday, a barge went under the lift bridge with a special birthday message. We'll bring you the story behind the surprise coming up next.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
So this 4th of July, if you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes or an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean, and people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Show off your white smile this 4th of July. Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. Get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
You need fast, reliable internet, but it's not a one-size-fits-all world. At Mediacom, we have a pricing plan for everyone. You can get our starting internet service for $19.99 a month for a year. And with that comes a great deal of speed. We're talking 60 meg, because unlike other providers, we want you to have fast internet from the start. Extreme speeds go up to 1 gig with lots of options to choose from. So let's talk. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
If it's important to our nation,
the country is facing yet another unprecedented crisis.
It's on Face the Nation, making politics make sense. The why behind the biggest stories. Face the Nation on CBS.
Yesterday, we brought you the story of how one son wished his mom happy birthday in a very unconventional way for all of Duluth to see. Tonight, we're hearing from the mother and son behind the story to hear how this special surprise came to be. On Thursday afternoon in Canal Park, locals and tourists witnessed a heartwarming birthday message from a sailor to his mom. But the question remained, who was mom and how did her son get on board the barge?
It's a moment. I'll never forget it as long as I live.
Meet Deb and Adam, the mother and son duo from Stillwater, Minnesota. Adam works on the Erie Trader. Deb's birthday happened to fall on the same day they were heading into Duluth, and Adam knew he needed to make it special.
She's the most loving and caring and understanding woman I know, and I'm glad she's my mom. She taught me well.
So he found some paint and a sign to hang over the bow of the boat, making sure everyone knew about his mom's special day.
He said, "I'll be up in the bow, Mom." It's like, okay. So I'm looking, and then this. I see some guys, and then I see a sign, "Happy birthday, Mom." I'm going, "Oh, that's nice." Oh my gosh, that's me. And I start screaming and jumping, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's for me. It's for me. And then there he was. He's pointing at me. I just love that. It's like, Mom, Mom. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Between the bridge whistle and the ship whistle, I was able to point her out and yell, "Happy birthday." That's the birthday girl right there. And then everybody started cheering and clapping. And she said countless people came up to her and wished her happy birthday after that.
A birthday surprise this mom and son will never forget.
I kind of credit her for being the man and the sailor I am today. And I love her dearly for it.
Well, Kelly, I got to tell you, this was one of the coolest stories to track down and find. They messaged me, actually, to find out, but it was so fun to talk to them. And fun fact, this special birthday surprise almost didn't happen. The mom and dad got held up in traffic and almost didn't make it in time.
The timing,
I know.
man.
I know.
But they perfect, and they got her reaction.
action. I'm telling you, the bar has been set.
Well, that's what I asked him. I was like, what are you going to do next year to beat this? Because he'll never top this. And he basically was like, yeah, I got to get a bigger sign with more words. So
Bigger
stay
boat,
tuned.
bigger sign.
Stay tuned next year for Mama's birthday in July.
What a great story.
I know.
Take us into the weekend.
Exactly. And what are we going on in sports tonight, Kel?
Oh, my goodness. Guys, a Minnesota Wild fan favorite is sticking around. Details coming up next in sports.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCoppel, weekday mornings on CBS.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
Hi, I'm Steve Little with Bath Linen. We are starting summer out with a great special on all our bathroom products. Right now, you can get 20% off your entire project and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get your project off your to-do list now and not pay for it until later. Go to bathplanet.com or call us today to take advantage of this amazing offer. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
As an Appleton pediatrician, I'm not just treating patients, I'm taking care of my neighbors. Through bad colds and broken bones, I'm always on their side when things get tough. So when you ask me, as a Wisconsin pediatrician, do I trust the COVID-19 vaccine? My answer is yes. The COVID-19 vaccines safely protect kids ages 12 and up, and getting it is important. Ask your child's doctor what they think.
School visits are an important part of kind of being part of the community outside of the TV station here. When I was in 6th grade, that's when I learned meteorology was it for me. Being on the other side of that now, for me being able to kind of pursue that, it's important for me to then be able to get back into the community. If I can go into a classroom and get just one person who was interested, or just one person who, you know, leaves there knowing like, wow, I learned something new today. For me, I did my job, and that means a lot to me.
Watch meteorologist Caitlin Moffett weekdays at 5 a.m.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northland still to this day. From environmental issues to economics and so much more. Join me, Kristen Baki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining, a fair and unbiased report that answers the tough questions surrounding the world of mining.
Eye on Mining with Kristen Baki. Tuesdays at 10 only on live local CBS 3. Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Now, CBS 3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
One of Minnesota Wild's most powerful offensive weapons is sticking around for a few more years. Thank goodness. The Wild have signed forward Joel Eriksson Ek to an 8-year, $42 million contract that goes through the 2028-2029 season. The 24-year-old recorded a career-high 30 points in his 56 games played during this past season. The native of Karlstad, Sweden, was tied for first in playoff goals during the Wild's postseason series against the Vegas Golden Knights. And to the MLB tonight, the Milwaukee Brewers looking to maintain their dominance. They face the Pittsburgh Pirates for the second straight game. Brew Crew buzzing 9 straight wins, has them at the top of the NL Central. To the top of the second we go. Milwaukee picking up right where they left off yesterday. Jace Peterson cranks his 3rd home run of the season with the Brewers already up 1-0. That'll double the lead to 2. Staying in the second, none other than Jackie Bradley Jr., who slams a dinger to center. Those are some happy camper Brewers out there. It's the 3rd of the game that extends Milwaukee's lead to 3-0. Fast forward to the 6th, the Brew Crew continues their beat down. Tyron Taylor makes JT Brubaker's night a little worse with a 2 RBI triple, pushing the Milwaukee lead 5-1. A 10 out of 10 game adds to the Brew Crew's 10th straight victory, mirroring last night's score, 7-2, the final score. And the Twins still in action with the Kansas City Royals at last check. The Royals led 7-4 and that would be a final for the Minnesota Twins. Well, courtesy of the red, white, and blue, what better way to lead us into that holiday weekend than to talk USA hockey? A local Hermantown Hawk will be donning Team USA this August. Junior forward Zam Plant, coming off a run at state in Hermantown tennis, has made the USA Hockey Under-18 roster and will represent Hermantown at the Linka Gretzky Cup. Zam was out in Amherst, New York for the last few days of tryouts and managed to nail down a spot on the final roster. Plant had 29 goals and 32 assists this past season, leading the Hawks in scoring in his sophomore season. But Team USA might just play a little different.
Fast, really fast. I haven't played at that level in a while. It's faster than high school hockey, that's for sure. It's a dream to play for USA, a dream come true. Having such a good hockey community in Hermantown and being able to represent that on the USA hockey level is pretty awesome.
The team will compete August 2nd through the 7th at the Linka Gretzky Cup in Czech Republic and Slovakia. And speaking of stars, they are beginning to align for the Milwaukee Bucks, even without their respective star in Giannis Antetokounmpo. Game 5 had 4 different Bucks, breaking the 20-point mark. Bucks take Game 5 in a 123-112 victory last night. Brooke Lopez put up a playoff career high of 33 points. Chris Middleton put away 26 of his own to tag team with Drew Holiday at 25, and we got 22 from Bobby Portis. The Bucks are now just 1 win away from the NBA Finals.
You know, I'm just trying to go out there and help my team however possible, you know, whether it's, playing that new modern 3-ball game, 4-stretch game, or being inside. And what was great about today is we were really all just basketball players playing together, both on offense and on defense. You know, we were playing off one another, making plays, making extra passes, and it was a lot of fun tonight.
Series heads back to Atlanta. Tip-off is tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. That's going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after this.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
I'm Dr. Zan Corville. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at St. Luke's. Dealing with foot and ankle pain, it can be debilitating because these are complicated joints. And so there's different ways to manage each of these problems. Most can be treated without surgery. I'm a busy mom with 2 young children. We try to do things as a family that we can all enjoy. I love being part of a team and working as an orthopedist to help people return to athletics or getting people back on their feet so they have less pain for daily living.
Celebrate summer with a certified vehicle from Cary Toyota in Superior. Head for the hills in this 2017 Highlander Limited or drive away in a certified 2018 RAV4 Hybrid. Prefer a larger SUV? Check out this certified 2021 4Runner TRD Off-Road or choose a certified 2018 Tundra Limited for all your outdoor adventures. Inventory is constantly changing, so hurry in to Cary Toyota in Superior to lock in your 2021 summer driving fun while supplies last. You can also ask about our rental vehicles. Cary Toyota in Superior, voted best car dealer 22 times.
Get 25% off our low Slumberland price. Incredible deals. Huge markdowns. Plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Hello from Dbs Repair, your local experts in all things basement-y. Since 2012, we've helped thousands of cabin and homeowners in Minnesota and Wisconsin. We specialize in basement waterproofing, foundation and structural repair, concrete lifting and leveling, whole home energy, nasty crawl spaces, and basement finishing too. If you have a wet basement, moldy crawl space, or sunken concrete, our team of experts have the trusted solutions to help. Call DBS today for all things basement-y.
Hi, Gail King here, inviting you to join us every morning right here on CBS. We'll have the important stories and the interviews, all the news that matters really, and best of all, we'll have a good time together. We like to do that. And now you can find us anytime you want on the new Paramount Plus app. So We'll see you every morning right here on CBS. I thought that one was pretty good.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Dave, let's check the weather here.
Well, it's looking sunny and warm during the daylight hours, at least here through the weekend. 4th of July on Sunday starts with sunshine and into the 90s, but a new low pressure system late Sunday night, perhaps around fireworks time, could bring a 50-50 chance for showers and thunderstorms that last through Monday morning. Much of Monday then could take a break, and a few more sprinkles could come on Tuesday. Hot for the weekend, but cooler by Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, that's your CBS 3 News at 10. Have a good night.